it should be a cracking final. Federer and Murray in Australia in 2010.
Jeff, I'm going to be interested to see how the crowd reacts tonight, because in the women's singles final, I don't think I've ever seen an Australian crowd cheer double faults or shots into the net as they did against Serena. I thought Serena did a super job sort of dismissing all that and getting through it. I've never seen an Australian crowd react like that.
Well, Federer is so loved here in Australia, but I think there's going to be also a great deal of support for Murray. So, as you say, it might be interesting to see just where the crowd loyalties lie predominantly.
Forehand, if he starts off well with the forehand, Federer, it's big time danger, and that was a pretty good one.
He's quick, Murray. In fact, I think he's got a slight edge in speed, and that's saying something, because Federer is one of the quicker guys out there, but Murray, he's exceptionally quick.
Interesting to watch where Murray returns serve from. He's one of the few players that stays 4 or 5 metres behind the baseline. When the ball goes in the air, he moves forward, and on the second serve he'll even get a little closer.
I'm still amused, Fred, as to why Federer elected when he won the toss to choose an end. There's no sun, there's no wind. And then Murray, when given a choice of serving and receive as a result of that, he elected to receive. So, interesting dynamic.
Federer.
Murray, given the challenge a thought, but there's a way to use the challenge. That one is definitely long, so he saved the effort. There's tactics involved as far as challenges are concerned.
Federer drops the first 2 points of the match, but comes up with the hold, importantly.
Strategy as far as the challenges are concerned, you've got to use them when they can do some damage, or on a point where they can make a difference. Early in the set like that, I think it's a waste of a challenge, unless on that occasion it was a break point or to give you a break point.
Good settler of a game. Both players got to hit lots of balls. And at the moment, Fred, seems like the crowd is relatively evenly divided and just excited about the prospect, I think.
Exactly, yeah.
Andy Murray to serve.
The numbers for both of these players throughout the championship have been very similar. There's one difference, though. Their first serve percentage, on average, Federer's has been 63, Murray's down at 56.5.
He's going to have to serve better than that tonight if he is to win.
Let's second service. Love 15.
It's a very nervous start from the Scotsman.
Yeah, the first point he said missed the first serve and then served a let serve. And everything is into the net. He's dragging them into the net. That means the shoulder's dropping down, the head's coming down, and it is a nervous start.
Oh, wow.
That's what happens, percentages, when you have love 30 and your opponent is pretty short. This one's short, just over the service line there. And then at love 30, you can have a crack at one. And if you make it, you've got 3 break points. That's what Federer decided to do there. And it was beautifully struck. Same scenario applied there, and that's what Federer tried to do. Love 40, went for a big swing on one. If he makes it, it's a service break.
Statement early from the world number 1. Murray nearly tripping over his own feet as he was after that ball. Federer imposes himself early.
Yeah, a couple of short ground strokes from Murray as opposed to the great depth of Federer. And there he goes, gets the short ball on the forehand here, rips it, head still. A couple of big ground strokes to help secure the break.
Not a good sign when the forehand is on song in the first couple of games with Federer.
Love.
Well, Federer again keeping good length and too consistent.
That'll do something for the confidence.
Yeah, well, Federer played this against Zonga. Look how much ground Murray has to cover. He was 3 or 4 metres behind the baseline, but good wheels here. Got there in plenty of time. As Jeff mentioned, he's as quick around the court as Roger Federer is, and he had plenty of time to get the 2 hands on the racket and hit the pass. And that brought applause from Roger Federer. He hit some great shots the other night, but he may well remember this one. He anticipated the volley from Federer and brought applause. Federer makes his move. Murray anticipates this one out wide and gets a big piece of it. And Mum's pretty happy.
That's the way to answer. Murray looking nervous in his first service game. Strikes back immediately.
Oh, it's a fabulous start, isn't it? That game was quite superb from Murray. Federer had won the first point, tried the drop shot. Murray got there in a flash.
Murray emphatically dismisses the nerves. Now he can settle. The final is on serve, and already we've seen some electric moments from this man.
He anticipated 2 shots there. That one was the first backhand volley, and then the other one, that last point, he hit one off balance, got another shot at it, and made no mistake with the forehand.
Well, that guy better be careful, because he
please,
might
during the service
not
portion,
be seeing too much more.
Thank you very much.
You know, well, the people around him will put him in, and the
Yep.
security guards will be there in a flash.
Love 15. No.
It's only Murray's second service game, but he's only at 43% on first serves. It's sliding down the scale instead of going up. He's got to get some first serves in to try and get a few cheap points from Federer. He'll be working very, very hard to hold serve all night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Murray is challenging the ball on the right baseline. The ball was called in.
It's a big point. Murray seems to feel confident about it, but it had a lot of topspin on it. It's out. Good call.
33 millimetres, a clear margin in the end.
30 all.
Lines judges are nervous.
Big serve there from Murray, 207, by far his quickest legal serve of the match so far.
Well, that's what he has to do, sets up and not giving Federer time to get set for passing shots. It's the first cheap point he's had. Tough way to win it, Jeffrey.
Oh, it's shaping up to be a beauty. I think both players are now relaxed, hitting the ball well, and having to work very hard now to win a point. Federer there just trying to redirect. Could be here for a while tonight.
Start of that rally, though, Murray had the shot to come in on, and he refused to, went back and got back into the rally. I think he's got to come forward when he has the opportunity. I don't think he's going to win all those rallies like that one.
That's where I think Murray can really make a statement. He likes that two-handed return, and he needs to go after the Federer second serve, and that was a good one.
Longest rally of the match so far.
27 strokes.
15 all.
Yeah, I see an awful lot of similarities in the strengths of these players, and I think it's going to be difficult to win points quickly here tonight. Well, the approach shot wasn't anywhere near good enough. It got low and short. He was committed to come in. Federer off a ball that he didn't really want to. Had to get too much spin, not enough pace.
Murray is challenging the ball on the left baseline. Ball was caught out. Very close.
Well, for the most part, the officials have been spot on, and they are again.
30-40. Murray has 2 challenges remaining.
So often he does that on big points.
Smooth motion right down the tee, right down the middle. And he's won so many points with that serve throughout the fortnight here at the championships.
Holds.
I think the variety of forehands that Murray gives to Federer puts Federer a little bit out of rhythm at times.
Thank you.
Break point number 3 in this 5th game.
Again, Murray read him. Murray was there. .206. Federer's quickest of the match. Bang, bang goes Roger. When challenged, he comes up with the big serves again. How important will that be in the scheme of things? A big hold from the #1 seed, 3-2. It's been a bright opening, though. Some wonderful stroke making from both players. This much hyped final living up to the build-up so far.
Love.
That is just a thing of beauty, is it not?
Certainly is.
30-15.
And it's the speed with which he gets there to position himself that allows that shot to happen. Quick little steps, leaning forward. Big follow through. That's as good as a one-hander gets. See how he really curled around the outside of the ball there, Murray, to pull it wide. Even Federer's speed at full stretch couldn't quite get there quickly enough to get around the outside of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, Murray is challenging the ball on the right near sideline, but was called out.
He's in danger of leaving himself with just one challenge.
Yep. Well, I think this might be out. No, he's right. Right on the button. A good judge. Players often know with the feel of the shot whether it's good. That's the serve I want to see. Out wide with the forehand. There it comes back, drive it into the backhand corner. And he's still under 50% on first serves in, or he's right at 50% now. And that's the Murray placement there.
Yeah, well, he's continually trying to go to the Federer backhand, and that's the shot that Murray figures he can track down most of the time, whereas the forehand of Federer can be very explosive. So that's the strategy. We'll see how that pans out.
A lot of those, though, Jeff, are probably forehands because he runs around a lot of that as well. Hits those forehands from the backhand corner.
15 long.
What a great serve. When it hits the line, hits the paint, it skids off.
Just trying to maybe go for a little much on the forehand at the moment, Federer, and I think that came about because of a couple of terrific running passing shots Murray made in the second and third games, and that puts you under pressure to try and go for more.
Let's the service.
Murray returning serve there. He was a metre inside the baseline and extracted a double fault from Federer. Started the match way behind the baseline.
Federer averages less than 2 double faults a match so far in these championships up to this point. That's his first of the night. Murray's got one in his first service game, and his average is about 1.5.
Great tennis from both men here, probing one another for the opportunity, and it came first for Federer. That short forehand from Murray. Federer never hesitated. He went forward. There's the Murray's return point. You'll see you move forward on this first serve. There he goes. Now he'll stand in a little closer. There's a challenge.
Ladies and gentlemen, Federer is challenging the call on the service line. Ball was called out.
Roger never puts his hand up. He just yells out challenge.
Second service.
I'll see if Murray moves in here.
Federer has 2 challenges remaining.
Murray had the one he wanted there. Disappointed. Federer came in. It wasn't a great approach, but it had depth.
Federer's been behind in the count on all of his service games so far, but he still manages to keep his nose in front. New balls coming in the final. It's the #1 seed leading 4-3. And of course, expats from Great Britain, from all over the world, whether you may be in Dubai, South Africa, Hong Kong, our good friends in Singapore, no matter where you are, we hope you're enjoying it. It's been a quality final early on. 1 break of serve apiece. Andy Murray with new balls serving to level at 4-all.
Love 15.
1.5 you said for the tournament. Now he's served 2 in the first 4 games. And he's only at 47% on first serves. He's only winning 1 in 3.
And the serve actually in.
No challenge.
Love 30.
Miles McLagan on the right, Andy Murray's coach. His mum Judy sitting just behind Miles. They'll be riding the roller coaster of emotions throughout the night. There's Mum. The only thing harder than getting a ticket to this final that you were talking about, Fred, would be getting a beer in the Dunblane pub tonight, I reckon, or this morning as it is over there.
Exactly. Sunday morning, they start early over there too, I guess. Or maybe they're still there from the night before, Saturday night. Does that effortlessly.
30-all.
Adds this extra pace without a lot of effort. And again, fleetness of foot from Federer. Can't get there. Look at the explosive move from the head of the racket through the hitting zone.
Oh.
Thirty, 40.
So difficult to change direction. This ball's coming at a sharp angle. You've got to time the ball absolutely to perfection to change direction, go back over the high part of the net. Very confident shot.
Federer got the break earlier in the first set. Murray was able to reply in kind straight away. He's going to need to do it again. Otherwise, the first set will be gone.
Again, it was just penetration here, wasn't it? Excellent play from Federer until he got the short ball. And that forehand, it's taken him a while to warm up throughout the championships in the opening set, but not so tonight. He's been on song right from the start. And as soon as Murray got that one, a little bit of a miss hit and was half caught, he knew he was in trouble.
It was pouring rain a few hours ago in Melbourne, but the skies are clear, the roof partially open for the final in 2010. Federer serving for the first set.
That's a shot that Federer plays better than anybody. A short slice cross court, making it very difficult. Murray having to reach forward, bend, get right underneath the ball. Couldn't do it.
Plays it with a purpose, though, doesn't he? It's not something that is just a defensive. It's played as a tactic.
Four races to none.
Perfect.
So Federer's serving well enough to be able to do this, and that was the tactics that I thought that Murray would have to employ, but he hasn't served well enough. It's 45% Murray's first serve. Federer's up 67%. When he gets it in, he gets a look at forehands like that.
Murray's had his moments, but Federer comes out with the first big moment of the final. He takes the first set, 6 games to 3 in 43 minutes.
Doesn't take much, though, does it? As Murray changes his shirt, and they cruise along, and it's 3-all, and then 4-3, and then just a couple of mistakes and a couple of brilliant shots from Federer, and the first set's gone.
In 4 out of the last 5 finals, the man who has won the first set has dropped the second set.
Love 15.
It was the return that set this up. It's good and deep. Murray's got a half volley it, doesn't get it back deep enough. And that opens the court.
15-all. 30-15. Forty-15. Game Murray.
One of the more comfortable holds of serve we've seen so far in this match. Both men have been troubled on their serve.
Well, what a difference the first serve makes.
Yep. He landed 4 out of 5 there, Fred.
Yep. Got their chance, the fans here, and that one was for Andy Murray. Great atmosphere and a terrific final so far.
Long.
His favourite drop shot, Murray. He likes to play that little one down the forehand side. He used to get to the stage where he played too many of these at one stage of his career.
Ups. 30 long.
Certain eeriness about the light here in the stadium at the moment as the last rays of sunshine are about to disappear.
Oof. One of his great talents, Murray. He can just change the pace there. If you can leave Federer standing, you know he was surprised by the extra speed.
All.
Federer's done that well throughout the championships. When he's been in trouble, he's been aggressive. He's not really that comfortable at the net. But today and tonight, he's just really taken it by the throat and gone in when he's had to. Oh, that fell in, and Murray sort of half-heartedly had a slap at it.
One game all.
Totally surprised him. The topspin brought it down so quickly, he never played the ball.
It looked in the air as if it was going out. Murray expects it to go out. Lands in. And you're right, he wasn't expecting it to be so.
There's a look at it, he didn't even try.
Love 15.
Where's that sign they had the other night? The Swiss fans, they had a big sign up there. Shh, genius at work.
Yep. You're not wrong.
Love 13.
Well, he's really hitting his backhand exceptionally well tonight as well. Federer, anything short, he's gone after. In neutral balls, he's mixed up slice down the line, short angles, top spin. Oh.
Talk about anticipation. He was there before Murray hit the ball. Floats it back, and look, he's gone his way into the forehand corner and just explodes off this one. 155k forehand winner. Head doesn't move, eye on the ball. Too good.
3 break points. Federer breaks Murray to love in a significant moment early in the second set. The world #1 looking the goods just at the moment. Well, the crowd inside the arena here have had a lot to cheer about. Outside too, looking at the big Panasonic screens. Sometimes the Swiss fans not so happy. There's one of the Swiss signs. Genius at work. We've been Federized. We saw one the other night suggesting that they might have to rename this place Rod Laver Arena. He's looking for his 4th championship down under. His 5th final tonight. And he's taken the first big step of the second set.
Sit quickly, please, especially at the back of the court. Thank you. Love 15.
Now they're both over their average.
Both obviously have the respect for their opponent's return of serve. Both these boys probably better returners in our sport today. 2 of the better ones.
Go! 15 all.
He lost that point, Murray, but Jeffrey, I know what your thoughts are. He had the opportunity. If he doesn't come in, he's not going to win this match. He had the opportunity, had a great return of serve, sets it up, and then finishes up getting into extended rallies and lost the point.
Absolutely. He hit it, as you said, he had a terrific return, had a short forehand that he hit into the corner hard, and he should have come in behind it.
He took 4 steps backwards.
And Jeff, that was something we saw Murray do against Nadal the other night. He took the bull by the horns. He really dared to win the other night in that quarter-final.
And he even served and volleyed reasonably consistently to keep Nadal off balance.
Unforced errors creeping up for the Scotsman. 8 winners, 13 unforced errors. Federer, 15 of each. Fairly comfortable hold in the end for Roger Federer to cement that break.
3-1.
Good serve at the body, but just getting back to that other issue, if you've got some opportunities to attack and you don't take them, you just don't build enough pressure. If a player knows that you're not going to come at him, he just feels a lot better about the situation, doesn't feel as if he's got to go for so much. And there is that sunset.
It was round about this time in the semi-final against Marin Cilic that Murray found something to spark him and spark the crowd.
Yeah, Cilic is not Federer.
No. It just needs that spark at the moment. Things just not happening.
Oh, that's outstanding. That short angle backhand has been working beautifully tonight.
Love 30.
This shot set the point up, and this one finished it.
Boy, that's great racket work, isn't it? Slow roll cross court, angle inside the service box, and then this one stays down. Murray in all sorts of strife now.
You
get the feeling this is an absolutely critical game. If Federer breaks here, 2 sets to love is almost a certainty, and it's a long way back.
Second serve, as you mentioned, right at the get-go, has been the Achilles heel throughout his career. He's worked very hard on it, but it's the very worried look there from the player's box. So first serve percentage in this set is 69% up there, but he hasn't got much to show for it.
Thank you.
1 in 4 he's winning on second serve points, Murray. He needs every single one of those he can muster. It's his second ace. And this is what I believe he should be doing more of. Out wide and take the risk.
Shot. Oh, he needed that.
Deuce.
That took some courage. He's behind the baseline by a couple of meters.
That is a big, big hold from Andy Murray. The second set would have been all but done and dusted had he been broken again. There's still one break in it, though. Federer leading 3-2. Beautiful view of the city of Melbourne, just a kilometre or so up the road. The famous Yarra River, such a feature of Melbourne as the sun sets. Day 14 of the Australian Open Championships of 2010. Roger Federer in control of the men's singles final just at the moment. Fred Stolle, Jeff Masters and Peter Donegan with you on what has turned into a beautiful Sunday night in Melbourne after a lot of rain throughout the day. Federer's got the solitary break in the second set and serves at 3-2.
Love. Love. Thirty, 15.
Knew as soon as he hit it, Federer, you could hear him saying, no, as soon as he hit the ball. A little deep.
Again, Murray had a mid-court forehand in that rally that he needed to hit hard and come in. He didn't. He hit it hard and stayed back and let Federer get back into the rally.
I think that just gives Federer a huge edge, knowing that Murray doesn't want to come forward.
Absolutely. You're just not building pressure. Oh, no.
Well, that's one brain cramp apiece in recent times. Roger's dad wanting to take that one back.
Terrific shot. He just waits and waits and waits here until Murray committed to go one way. Went the other. That's not easy to do.
Hughes.
He's only human after all. First easy miss.
Advantage Federer.
This is what happens when you get a good first serve in, out wide, and you can then control the point, whether it's off the forehand or, in that case, the backhand.
Cain, Federer.
Bit of a battle for the #1 seed, but a bit of luck along the way too. One dead off the net.
Federer leads 4-2.
Must be a change of balls coming up. Federer's going to go and change rackets, as he does. I think he keeps track of the game score. He knows exactly when the ball change is coming. And,
yeah, it'll be the game after this one.
Yeah. But Murray needs to take a page out of Federer's book there, and hopefully he's got a mindset that that's how Roger has been playing him somewhat, out wide there and opening the court. He's got to endeavour to get that first serve in as well.
Thank you.
But he's not doing too well in that department today.
Love 15.
Again, move backwards, cannot work.
Love 13.
This is a shot here Fred means he needed to come in off that. Instead he went backwards, loses the initiative.
Such a help for Federer, who knows his boy is back that far, and he plays the drop shot off the next stroke of the rally.
Love 40.
One player at the moment riding the crest of a wave confidence-wise, and the other one seemingly confused about what tactic to employ. 3 opportunities for Federer to go up a double break and almost put the second set to bed.
15-40.
Who devised the tactics for this match for Murray, but I'm sure it's the coaches, and they need to get a copy of this tape and sit and study it and just show their man where he retreated instead of coming forward.
$30-40.
Murray's now defended 5 break points over his past 2 service games. How long can he keep on doing that?
Federer. Yes.
Well, he was looking to set that point up, Federer. He sliced down the line, expecting Murray to go cross court. He sweated on the shot, went after it, couldn't quite make it.
Too good, but you've got to do it from in there. Murray is as good a volley. I think he's a better volleyer than Federer. Now he tags this backhand, comes in, good backhand volley, covers the one down the line. Says to Federer, pass me, and he nearly does, but he misses the line. Tries to hook it around the outside, and there's the coach, fitness trainer, said, yeah, that's the way to go. Big game again if Murray can get out of this one. He's been in so much trouble.
Six times in the past 2 games, Andy Murray has been staring down the barrel. He's still in trouble, but he's fighting hard. 4-3 Federer, second set.
Federer's come in behind some terrific stuff, and he has the service break. Murray's got the job ahead to break serve. There's that. Quite. There's a genius at work here, and the genius is a set-up and 4-3 with a break.
It's got the feeling at the moment of the match that Federer has under control, but it is, as Fred said, just that one break. But of course, he does have the first set in his pocket as well. Change of balls here, and perhaps a change of tactical attitude from Andy Murray in that previous game.
Long.
Yeah, this is just good tennis. Big serve, and then that's like a serve and volley point. You let the ball bounce and then knock off the winner. And that's the way these boys play today, if they can get that big first serve in, as Federer did there. Another one.
Ace number 5.
That sends a bit of a message, doesn't it? Look how far Murray is standing back, and he creates the angle. Needed another arm to get to that one.
Well, perhaps those lost opportunities in the previous service game made Roger mad. Less than 1 minute for that 8th game. He holds to love. He's within 1 game of a 2 sets to love lead in the 2010 final. Andy Murray let out one of those roars the other night after a couple of those incredible points. Not much of that tonight so far.
Long.
Not a lot you can do about that.
That's a fabulous shot. He's behind the baseline, didn't have a lot of angle with which to work, just beating for pace. 156 km/h forehand.
Andy Murray has said over the past 24 to 48 hours that with the extra day to prepare, he's been watching a lot of DVDs, comedy DVDs, movies to pass the time. Crowd just a little subdued. They're waiting for Murray to flick the switch. He's going to have to do it quickly if he's going to save this second set. in our pre-match, we discussed the last time anyone had come from 2 sets to love down here at the Australian Open. It was Roy Emerson in 1965. Since then, there have been 176 Grand Slam singles finals, and it's only been done 4 other times, every single one of them at the French Open.
$15 long. $30 long. $40 long. $15.
He won't miss this shot very often.
No, particularly when he's given plenty of time. The ball hits the tape and sits up there, gives him extra time to make it.
That Andy Murray is attempting to climb has just assumed Everest-like proportions. Federer by 2 sets to love after nearly an hour and a half. Gaston Gaudio was the last man to come from 2 sets to love down in a Grand Slam final in that unbelievable final against Guillermo Coria. In the 2004 French Open final, Fred, it was love 6-3-6, and Gaudio was mentally packing his bags. And then won the next 3 sets, 6-4, 6-1, 8-6.
Yeah, I called the match.
Please be seated, ladies and gentlemen.
He was getting cramped. Coria was getting cramped, and he desperately wanted to win the French. As a kid, he was called Guillermo because of Guillermo Vilas, and desperately wanted to win the French, and actually got cramped and threw the 4th set away. He was down 5-love and lost that set 6-1 or something, and then the tablets hooked in and the pills hooked in, and he went to 8-6 in the 5th, but Gaudio prevailed. And he's never been the same since, Coria. Actually, he's retired.
$15 long. Let the service. $30 long.
Well, at least Murray with the advantage of serving first here in the 3rd set, but he did have it in the 2nd set as well and was broken early and gave up that advantage.
$30-15. Let's for service.
He's up to 4 double faults now, Andy Murray. That's the most he's served in any match in these championships.
Ball T15.
Somebody told me that probably knows in the locker room, I've never had a look in his tennis bag, that Roger Federer goes onto court with 8 rackets and 12 rackets and 8 shirts. They're in his player's bag as he goes on in case it goes to 5 sets, and he changes rackets every ball change.
It's a lot of rackets.
No wonder he's so strong out there on the court. You get pretty strong carrying all that around.
Yeah, you've got to go to the gym to do that. You never had 12 rackets in 4 years or 3 years.
No. Last time I had a restring was 2006, I think.
Well, a better start for Murray in this set. Let's see if he can build on it. Crowd want to see a little bit more than this. But it's been excellent tennis.
Lot 15. On.
This will test Murray's mental attitude. It has improved over the years, but not much luck in running tonight. He's had a few things go against him.
Let's for service. T15.
Out wide to the forehand once more, and this is what it does. It opens the court up, and he goes for it, whether it's backhands or forehand.
30 on.
The crowd will really get involved in this match if Murray's able to convert this point early in the 3rd set. They've just been waiting on the edge of their seats for something to happen so far. Maybe it's about to.
It's one of his favourite shots, that backhand down the line. It was there.
And you don't get many opportunities, do you?
Not against this guy.
Better check that racket. And Federer will just have a quick look up the other end and see how Murray's travelling mentally.
Even the Scottish fans applauding that one.
He's quick though, Murray, isn't he? He's 2.5 metres behind the baseline, gets there and hits a quality lob.
You've got to wonder what that is going to do to Andy Murray's psyche. Down 2 sets, the opportunity of making a statement early in the third, but it slips by. A cool but very pleasant Sunday evening in Melbourne for the final in 2010.
Long. Long.
Murray in front early in the third set, but 3-love would have sounded so much better than 2-1. That's the way it is. Federer took the first set of the final in 43 minutes, 6-3. He took the second set in 46 minutes, 6-4. Andy Murray's fans remain optimistic. It's becoming increasingly difficult, but at least we're on serve early in the third set. The Scotsman from the little town of Dunblane leading by 2-1. The Swiss master looking for Grand Slam title number 16, the rarefied air that nobody has ever enjoyed.
Long.
Difficult to read Murray's forehand. He has a very big upper body rotation and likes to hit around the outside of the ball. Look at his turn there. So his racket comes on the outside of the ball for a lot of spin. It's tough to read.
Ladies and gentlemen, Murray is challenging the call on the left baseline. What was called out?
Hawkeye's been having a doze.
Sir? 30-15. Murray has 2 challenges remaining.
Federer's mixed up that second serve well tonight as well. He hasn't just kicked it into the Murray backhand, which is his strong suit. He's been prepared to go second serve to the forehand quite a lot.
Game Federer.
I think he feels he's got to play on the next ball then, because at times when he gets it out to that's Murray's bread and butter. That's the one that's caused Federer trouble in the prior matches, the previous matches they've played against one another. He's attacked that second serve and done well with it. This time on Murray at full stretch there, grabs a leg. He's always got a bit of a twinge, as most tennis players do, during the course of a 2-week event. It's relentless aggression, isn't it?
Just struggling here again in this leg here, Murray.
Maybe the trainer will be out here. Next changeover. Occasion there, a short forehand reply from Federer, and this one a backhand. It's short. Murray cracks it as hard as he can, and it's pace of shot could beat Federer in that corner.
Game Murray.
We stay on serve. Let's keep our eye on Andy Murray as he heads towards Enrique Molina in the chair. Something is troubling him, but at the moment he's not doing anything about it.
Federer obviously is confident on that shot now. He gets the one out wide, and he hasn't missed. And Murray's missed a couple of those, and that sort of has made him backtrack. And I think he's got to change that mental attitude. See what happens.
Thank you. Love 15. Love 30.
Looking at the box, getting some positive feedback. A little smile to break the tension.
Ladies and gentlemen, Murray is challenging the call on the center service line. Ball was called in.
Federer thinks it's a fault as well.
Second service. Love 40.
This is the moment the crowd's been waiting for.
Quiet, please. Thank you.
Not as easy as it looks, that shot when you don't have 40.
40.
Got to go back in behind the man. Oh, he did a good job to get the serve back here, but this is not an easy shot from Federer. Made it look easy, but that's Federer.
Two good serves from Federer. Can he make it 3?
Usually does. Game on now. He did that after one point that changed the match the other night. Now he says to the crowd, it's your turn to get involved as well.
He's fortunate he had 3 bites at the cherry, because the first one, Federer didn't do much on the volley. He was not confident he had the shot, and then Murray had another crack at the passing shot. He said last night he didn't think he had that big a mouth. In the paper, he had a shot. Now he wants the crowd to get in. Terrific.
Up goes Mum. Up goes the support box. Have we just seen a moment that might have changed the momentum of the final?
Well, I think we have. He's serving now with new balls, Murray, which will be a distinct advantage. Chances of going to 5-2 have been heightened.
Crowd just willing this to happen. They want to see 4 sets, and who knows, maybe even 5.
Boy, unloaded on that one.
15 love.
Skip from Federer to get that angle, and Murray just unloads. Federer is just, look at that, 150k this forehand cross court.
Flat miss for service.
Now to grab the back, he's got a few aches and pains.
He was clutching at that back a little bit in the semi-final against Cilic the other night, and then the momentum changed. He got a shot of adrenaline, and it didn't bother him after that.
Yeah, he's been doing it for about 2.5 years. He's always got a little niggle that he either grabs the leg or the back or sometimes the stomach.
Out. 40-15.
Quick look up at his support box. And they gave him the nod. The ball was long. Replay confirms it.
Led for service.
This final has undergone a dramatic change. Andy Murray now within one game of getting a set back on Roger Federer. All of a sudden the crowd's involved in the final. They know that they've got a match on their hands. Shortly it might be 2-1. Federer now faced with the task of serving to keep the third set going.
Let's the service. Long. Long.
Local time 20-10 on Sunday evening. What has turned into a perfect night for the final.
Ladies and gentlemen, Federer challenging the call on the right far side line. Ball was called out.
Now he's moved to the other side. It's Funny, he was just waiting for the challenge. He never moved until Federer challenged, and he knew the ball was good, and he moved to the other side.
Game Federer.
Love going from Federer, making Murray do it off his own racket.
Murray leads 5 games to 3.
Important game, that one, for Federer. At least, at the very worst now, he'll be serving first in the 4th set. Distinct advantage.
Thank you. Thank you. 15 long.
Don't have to give him much of a chance, do you? This one just hits the tape.
Now we're getting to sweaty palm time for the Scotsman.
Yeah, just when you think it's heading for 3, there's a little bit of pause, as they say, in the momentum of the match now.
So then perhaps Murray's dreams of a championship in Australia might just about hinge here.
Made it.
Murray is challenging the ball on the right far side line. Ball was called in.
I think he's just being hopeful.
It's written all over his face. He knew it.
13-14. Murray has 1 challenge remaining. Thank you.
Gee, that's a big serve out wide. 214 k's an hour. That's his fastest of the night. What a time to pull it out.
Smart play from Federer. Oh, he wasn't in close enough, and a little slider from Federer. Murray there around the service line, forced to back off and play a half volley.
Probably should have played a drive volley, fed off the return rather than let it bounce. Murray.
Yep.
Breakback point number 2 for the number 1 seed. The dynamic of the match changes again. Roger's wife Merkel looks on. Federer challenged, answers. We've got to wonder how much that's going to affect Andy Murray. He could almost reach out and grab that third set.
Thank you.
Now we're back on level terms service-wise.
Please.
Federer hit a backhand mid-rally that was pretty close to a half volley, and he makes it look so simple. And he does it so many times. He refuses to be pushed back behind the baseline.
Federer is challenging the call on the left faster line. Ball was called out.
.22 millimeters the difference there.
First service. Long. Let the service. .15.
He was calling his own name the second that ball left his racket.
But again, there was no intent to come in here. He needed to have his body weight going forward to continue coming to the net. Instead, his body weight was static at best.
What we are about to see is a very big test of this young man's mettle. Boy, this is going to be a tough service game to get through after what happened in the previous one.
Federer's just running onto the ball so quickly when he gets the opportunity. That last one here, slice backhand. Federer's in there right over the top of the ball and he's just about taken Murray out of his shoes. Had to prop and try and get back for that one. 5-all.
Long. Long.
This is what he needed last game. Again, Jeffrey not committing to go forward. He just fell off that one. You see the hole in the shoe, or the right where the rubber has come off. Yeah.
14-15.
2 aces in this game, 7 for the match now for Murray. Federer 9 in that category.
See on Murray's service motion, he drags his right toe up to the line. Causes a little wear and tear. Quickly again, Federer sees that short ball and immediately attacks, comes forward, puts Murray under extreme pressure, and that pressure just builds and builds. And that's something that Murray has not done.
Well, we've spoken about some of the massive points for Andy Murray in this match so far. None bigger than this one.
Comes in the little slice approach, but Federer gets set. Murray was looking for the one down the line.
Murray knows as soon as he hits this one short, Federer's attacking, coming in. A grimace again on that thigh, perhaps.
Brilliantly done.
Advantage Murray.
This is an aggressive point that we thought we'd see a lot more of from Murray, but he hasn't been able to. Federer hasn't allowed him to do much of this. On that occasion, Murray controlled the point right from the start. Had Federer on the move.
Called wide.
Is challenging the ball. The right near sideline. Ball was called out.
Federer thinks the ball is wide, I believe.
This is Murray's last challenge.
See nothing.
Oh, yes.
4 millimetres. Well, we said it was a test of his mettle, and he stood up to it manfully. Andy Murray 6-5, third set. Andy Murray coming up with the first break in the 6th game. Roger Federer breaking back in the 9th game. The Norman Brooks Challenge Cup still very much up for grabs. Federer with the advantage, of course, being up 2 sets to love at the moment. But the best he can hope for here is a tie break in the 3rd set.
Long.
Terrific angle on this second serve, bringing Murray way out of court, out of his comfort zone.
It was like watching Nadal play on clay. Just rips it from corner to corner.
Is Murray going to have a look?
He's checking to see how many challenges he's got left.
6 games old, third set, tiebreak.
He gets another one now.
Receive an additional challenge.
So what's it to be? Will it be 4 sets at least? Or will this be the championship? That was Hawkeye, so it was a millimetre.
Well, neither player's lost a tiebreaker this year. They haven't played too many. But Federer's 1 in zip and Murray's 2 in zip. So something's got to break here.
1-0.
And their career tiebreak records both outstanding. Both men not that far shy of winning twice as many as they've lost.
Murray.
Just comes up and a little off the back foot there, Federer, to hit that ball long. Just leaning a little back.
2-1 Murray.
Miles McClagan, his coach, looking calm outwardly.
You always know when they're nervous when they lean forward. Lean forward on their elbows or fold their arms.
Murray.
Back on level service terms then in the third set tiebreak. $3.15 million to be allocated between these men after this match, and they wouldn't have given it 1 second of thought in the 2 hours and 26 minutes this match has been in progress. 2.1 million to the winner, 1.05 million Australian dollars to the runner-up.
Thank you. But please. Federer.
Well, a couple of backhands from Murray there that he really didn't commit to. They were half-hearted shots. This one here, not really going after it. He's the one behind. He's the one who's got to do something a little more positive. Shot went after that one.
Extra racket head speed. He enables him to get that extra pacer shot without much effort again. Still in this tiebreaker.
Big.
And fast. 2-12.
2 good points, both positive, aggressive.
So if Federer gets the point here, we're going to finish up with either set point or match point.
6-4, Murray. Thank you. Right, please.
Backs against the wall. The champions get tough. For all, you thought that he hit that one down the line, and he creates this magical cross-court angle.
And now it's down to one opportunity for the Scotsman.
That was a good defensive shot from Federer. It stayed low. Murray had a chance, but it wasn't that easy. It was quite low. Had to get it up and down with some speed.
But he had to go down the line here too, didn't he, really? He couldn't fade it back cross-court. He had to commit down the line, and he doesn't bend the knees. He never got underneath that ball at all.
Oh, actually, it wasn't as low and as difficult as I thought it might have been.
Look at the anguish written all over their faces, and because of the change of ends here, Andy Murray's had a little bit of extra time to think about this next serve. So we are in that territory now. Federer wins the point, it'll be match point. Murray wins the point, it'll be set point to take it to 4.
Let's the service.
Lifts up again, a little off this one, and Murray puts his face in the towel, and an opportunity again.
Please, wide please.
Gee, it was a good point. He did everything right, Murray, except make the last volley.
It was there for the making. He just came across the float of the ball a little too much. Took it wide.
What a time to come up with ace number 11. Unplayable.
It's been so good for him, that serve, though, throughout the 2 weeks here. That one out wide for Federer. That's his 11th ace. 4th in this set.
Already he's eclipsed every male player in Grand Slam singles records. is he about to add to the legend in Melbourne?
Oh, just wide.
Yep, it's out.
Oh, what a shot. And a gutsy effort from Murray. He hasn't done that enough tonight. And a very good volley there, deep into the court. But Federer was there for the pass. Good stretch here, but then the volley into the open court. Federer makes the pass. He couldn't quite hook it in.
He must have thought after he'd hit that it was going to curl in. Not quite.
Another opportunity then for the Brit. Will it be fourth time lucky? What a gripping tiebreak this has been. Judy Murray with a nod of affirmation.
It's a good point again, off the back of a good serve from Federer. And when you're down set point, you can't pull the trigger too early or go for the lines too much, and he keeps defending well. Murray, this volley from Federer, a little bit tentative. The lob perfectly weighted, just a little wide.
Another point where it's either match point or set point. 9-all. What a smart play from Federer. He's noticed that Murray's been grabbing his thigh and he's touching his back. And gets into the net and plays that little angle volley. Makes him do all the hard yards.
Just 1 point again for the second time, separating Roger Federer from Grand Slam title number 16 and a fourth crown in Australia.
Oh, it's good.
This is just getting better.
Federer could have hit it. He was there. He let it go, hoping that it was going to go out. It wasn't a tough volley for him. Look at this. He elects to let it go.
10-all.
That's a huge turning point potentially. Can't believe he let it go.
Thank you.
Second championship point saved by Andy Murray. He's had 4 set points of his own. Which way will it turn this time?
Oh.
Great retrieving skills from Murray here. Federer has the open court. Couldn't quite get underneath it and give it the topspin that he wanted.
Thank you.
He's beyond Borg-like, isn't he? Ice cool Federer. He must be boiling inside, surely.
After letting that one go.
Absolutely.
Murray clutches at the back again. But he might have pain of a different kind in a moment. Tiebreak has been going in excess of 18 minutes. Murray's had 5 set points. Federer now with a third opportunity to close it out down under.
Can't buy a first serve, Murray. The last 4 service points.
It's sweet 16 for Roger. For the 4th time, Roger Federer will wear the crown in Melbourne, Australia. After a dramatic 3rd set tiebreak, he proves again he is the master.
He is the king. He is the master. He is the Australian Open champion of 2010. He is Roger Federer of Switzerland.